Oh my goodness. So many people asked me to talk about the freaking rodeo and these crazy outfits that people had on. Lord have mercy, y'all. I am so sorry. I'm very late on this topic, extremely. And it's because honestly, I'm a California girl. You can hear it in my voice. I don't know nothing about the South. Like, honestly, I don't. Comment below if you think that this is sad, but I didn't even really understand what like a rodeo was. Like I heard of that word, but it was never something I paid attention to. But everybody's talking about the rodeo down south and the outfits. So I had to do research. And from the research that I gathered, so basically a rodeo is like obviously a southern tradition where families come together and explore Southern culture, play, have fun. I don't even know. But all I heard was it's supposed to be a family friendly place. And that's when I was like, oh yeah, I can do some commentary on this. Because this is my pet peeve.
The Houston Rodeo is famous for a lot of things, but especially the fashion some attendees pull out. In recent years, some say the choices they've seen on the fairgrounds have gone way too damn far. So guys, what is it looking like out there at the rodeo? Monique, come on now.
It is rough. I literally just went on Friday night. I had my 4-year-old with me, and I'm not joking. I saw a woman with chaps on and just a thong. That's
with the ass out?
Yes.
Yes,
under chaps.
Undergarments.
That's undergarments, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to like steer my baby away from the sheets that are right at her eye level.
It's educational at that point, right?
I mean, I was appalled. And also, I'm on a committee and we do surveys. And so I'm talking this morning, asking about the surveys, and several people stopped me and said, this dress code needs to be reformed. I'm tired of looking at boobs and butts.
Sounds like good parenting. I don't know.
Steph, what do you say?
So, if you're an adult and you can dress classy-ish, no, act classy and, not have your rear end hanging out, you're all right. But when you're like 13, 14, 15 years old and you're running around with your ass hanging out of your shorts, like this is how it was. If you put your arms down and your fingers
I remember that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like,
rule.
hey,
My dad would not even let me out of the house like that.
Hey, Mom, I'm going.
I was packing shorts in my purse. If I was doing that, then that's what I was doing.
Allison, what have you seen out there? Has it been, in your opinion, inappropriate at all?
I mean, there's definitely some people that are doing it a little overboard. My personal opinion, I think that there are certain occasions where dressing up and like maybe showing a little bit more than you normally do is okay to do, but I have 2 sons, 11 and 8 almost, and that's not something I want them, seeing. They're little men, But I also do believe in being able to dress up and like really be in your feminine side, and if you work hard for your body and you feel good in what you have on and it's tastefully done, I don't see a problem with it being tastefully.
And that's the key word, tastefully done.
Tastefully sexy.
Well, it's just showing confidence, right? Like I applaud the parents for giving their kids that much confidence, right? It's hard to do.
Hand them a tissue and be like, here, you need something to wipe with.
But there is a cutoff line, though. I mean, I don't want to be with my man and like all these booty cheeks,
That's too much.
It's the rodeo.
Her little boy's at eye level.
At this point, you're like, boyfriend, son, you're like, okay, I can't even enjoy anything.
On my channel, I sometimes give advice and tips for women and their image and their femininity and class and stuff like that. I am not a saint at all. I'm far from a saint. I like to show a little bit of skin, but there is a concept of time and place.
It was the Houston Rodeo, not the Freaknik, and y'all obviously did not get the memo because y'all done went down to Houston and showed up and showed out. And the crazy thing about it, it got so bad that the Houston Rodeo wound up changing their damn dress code. Let me just say, the level of secondhand embarrassment that I had.
And I did see the outfits, and I didn't like what I seen. I seen a lot of women that were you're too overweight to be wearing what you're wearing. And I'm just gonna say it bluntly like that. I don't want to see your rolls. I don't want to see your cellulite. I don't want to see your stretch marks. I don't want to see your black inner thighs and your black, crack. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see your acne on your butt. It's nasty to me. I don't want to see that. Personally, if you ask me, my only guilty pleasure is, as a woman, yes, I think breasts are extremely feminine. So I am guilty of having a little bit of cleavage out, but that's the best that you'll get out of me. Okay. There is no way in hell I am going to be putting on short shorts because, number one, I use public transportation like the train in New York City and stuff like that a lot. Okay. You're going to be sitting down. Ew. And what did I say? I noticed overall that women tend to have very bad vaginal hygiene. Okay. That's a part of it. You're wearing these, like, I noticed that, like, women nowadays, it's a trend to dress with your behind out. That is something I've never participated in. First of all, I don't like the attention that comes with having a big behind, let alone, like, in leggings, it's already too much. Okay. Pookie be chasing me down the block. No, literally, that literally happened to me the other day. I bought some, I've been really into compression clothes and, clothes that make your body look good. So I've been investing in these leggings. I bought like hella of these leggings. I'm going to gatekeep it. But yeah, the men, and I was walking and literally the car stopped. He wanted my attention. I said, hell no, kept walking. I started walking fast. This man parked his car, got out the car, and chased me and flashed his money. So, I've talked about, I am a big butt girl. Well, I used to be, especially when I weighed more. And that's part of the reason why I lost weight. Even with me losing weight, I still am a little bit juicy. Okay. And I can't stand the attention that comes with having a big behind. That's just me though. I don't like random men lusting after me. I don't like that. So it's really crazy to me that women are taking it more extreme. And I see that a lot where women will have their cheeks literally hanging out, like, ew. And you guys are, y'all bodies are not tea. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm just fed up. Like, I'm tired of seeing badly built bodies showing all this skin. Call me mean, unsubscribe. I don't care. I've always been blunt on my channel. If you don't like how I talk, bye. There's other channels for you that will sugarcoat things. That's just how I feel. Okay. And then to put the cherry on top of my frustrations with this is, I think women who go to places where children are going to attend and like you still show skin, these women infuriate me. And I'm going to explain why. I had a friend that did not understand the concept of time and place. I met this friend at a club, right? And at the club, show your skin, girl. I don't care, right? This was years ago. But then when I invited her to my mom's house, she's dressing the same exact way. Crop top, little shorts. When I opened my door, my heart stopped. You cannot come into my mom's house dressed like that. So I don't know, women who don't understand time and place, they piss me off. Like, literally, like, I have interactions with these women in person. Like, what is going on in your head? So
boots, hats, and denim. If you're attending Rodeo Houston, the fashion is one of the first things you'll notice inside the gates. But the fashion has evolved over time. Some attendees say for the worse. Rodeo CEO and President Chris Bowman says after a spike in feedback on clothing choices, they decided to listen and updated their dress code.
I think it's about making sure your skin is covered to a great extent, making sure that what you put on, as you think about a 9 or 8-year-old looking at you, would it be appropriate? Would they be asking questions?
New rodeo guidelines say they can deny admission or remove people wearing clothing with obscene images and language, excessively torn clothes, visible undergarments, or clothing that exposes portions of skin that may be considered inappropriate for a family environment. Bowman says what is and isn't appropriate is subjective.
Again, I like to dress sexy sometimes, right? But I'm not going to be dressing sexy at a kids event. I'm not going to be dressing sexy for church or when I'm going to meet my man's grandma or his mom. No, you're not going to see any skin on me. And that's really what I truly believe, and I live by this because I was going to go on a cruise like last year, and I think children are allowed to go on this cruise. So of course I'm not going to be wearing no thong bikinis. Like, come on, like, have some decency, have some decorum, you know what I mean? Stuff like that really pisses me off. No, if there's children around, I'm probably going to be wearing a one piece, a cover up. Like, that's weird. That women like that, I don't care. They're weird. If you don't change how you dress when you know that children are going to be present, you are a weirdo. You're weird. There's something wrong with you. Because that's just an automatic thing for me. I'm always mindful of my environment when I get dressed. If somebody invites me somewhere, that's why I like to call my friends and let them know what I'm wearing, and just to see if they're okay with it. I don't want to be embarrassing the establishment, my friends, my peers. And that's why a lot of you girls are skit me's today. You don't know how to act. You don't have any decorum about yourself. People can't bring you nowhere. A man can't invite you into a rodeo, a little rodeo date with him, because you're embarrassing. He can't bring you to his grandma because you are embarrassing. You'll show up wearing booty shorts and a crop top to go meet his grandma. This is coming from a girl that wears crop top. So when it comes to that, yes, women need to get it together. We need to go back to old traditions, old principles, like, if you're going to show chest, don't show, your butt, those principles, and be a lady in the streets, a boop in the sheets. Like, I think we need to go back to old school mentalities. Because, oh, I'm sorry, I got way off topic. So yeah, these girls were showing up to the rodeo just butt out, which is disgusting. And you wonder why you can't stop getting BV and all these extra, a yeast infection and all this stuff. You're dirty, right? You got your bare cat on the seat. Disgusting. So apparently I'm hearing that the rodeo had to establish some dress codes because grown women didn't understand the concept of time and place. That's sad. This is a lost art. There was a point in time where women understood, like, even back then, right? Let's say the 90s. Yeah, women were not saints. They weren't dressing like saints. You can find pictures of them, maybe at Freaknik with crop tops, but that's Freaknik. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like women still kind of knew when to carry themselves like a lady.
The officials say the goal is to keep the event family friendly and safe. One, that should tell y'all how bad it got. If they had to make a change mid-rodeo to the dress code, you know what they were seeing was crazy. And I was seeing videos and pictures of all the fits, and I'm like, wow, for a family-friendly event, this is a lot.
And I get it. Like, I like the Southern aesthetic. I think that it's cute, like the cowboy hats and the shorts and the white tank top. That's cute. But again, I think shorts are okay. That outfit is okay, but to have the cheeks out is a problem. And yeah, it's sad that, dress codes used to really be a thing for children, right? Why do they have to treat grown adults like they're little kids? That's what's really concerning to me about this. Okay, grown women should already know. Dress codes should be for children in school who don't know no better. You should know better. You know what I mean? So yeah, before I go anywhere, I am always mindful of, like, who's going to be there. I went to a spa. Luckily there was no children. I wanted to wear like a very nice, little sexy bikini, show off my gains. But I was asking questions. I was doing research. I was making sure that other people, this is the environment to be dressed like that. So I'm not extreme on my channel. I'm actually extremely balanced. I am not a radical feminist, just all day, every day with the thought outfits, but I'm also not the extreme, overly religious, spiritual psychosis Christian telling you to take the curtains off of your freaking window and wrap it around your body 24/7. Like, no, I just believe time and place. Use discernment. That's all. That's how I live my life. Okay. So yeah. That's my thoughts on the rodeo. Ew, disgusting. Cover up your cat. Okay. Cover that up. Ew, gross. Anyways, bye.